Hello everyone. So, continuing from my last video, I applied the process of finding something new, and I found that looking at my past, that I would always enjoy very much taking something that I was afraid of, like it was before, like dancing or singing or I don't know, being silly in front of people, making jokes in front of people. And so I would take things I was afraid of and then I would do them. And I would find my expression within them. And so I would push past my barriers. I would overcome fear. And that whole process was always very enjoyable for me. I always liked doing that. I always enjoyed walking my process every day. Where if there was a problem, a fear, an emotion, or something, I would take that, find a solution, and so within doing that, I would have a lot of fun. It's been great overall. Now, for a while now, you could say I've been stuck in a rut where, in a way, there's like no more challenges. In a way, there's like no more fears. Like my environment, there's none of that anymore because I guess I overcame everything that was, I guess, kind of present in my environment all the time. Though now, there's nothing coming at me, so now I have to. The solution is to purposely look for those points. Look for what within me am I still afraid of? What within me is still there to challenge me? And so what I decided to do was, write down a list, right? And so, I had some ideas, and I even wrote a list of things that, okay, does this scare me? And basically I asked myself what scares me or what challenges me. I have this here on a piece of paper. And, I have my list there where I have things where I don't feel afraid of doing. And this, of course, is mentally, it's in my head. I'm trying to place myself mentally in my head in that situation. And answer with all honesty, am I afraid of that situation? So I have a bunch of situations where I was like, no, no, no. Even when I would think I would be afraid in the situations, I actually wouldn't, when I test myself in my mind. Yeah. And so basically, I only came up with one point, but one point is enough. And for me, that was creating an agreement. Now, for me, of course, like, why? Why is this? And because there's no way it's just that, what is the real reason? And for me, I found that it had to do with being deceived and lied to. So in reality, it has nothing to do with an agreement. It has to do with being afraid of being deceived and lied to. What kind of deception, what kind of lie? Because if someone comes and tells you the sky is orange, are you just gonna break down? Like a really basic lie. Like what kind of lie? So I ended up finding that it had to do with being lied to about how much someone likes me or enjoys me, which has happened to me the last, I guess, year, 2 years, and it's been a pattern throughout my life where, I get to know people and they seem like they like me and they enjoy me, and then all of a sudden, all that drops, all that fades away. And in that kind of way, it's like a shock, and in that way, I perceive it as a deception. But of course, what is the core point here? Is it really the deception? Is it really the lie? Or is it something else? And the predominant words in that statement of being afraid of being deceived and lied to about how much someone likes me or enjoys me is the words like and enjoy me. That's what's the predominant charged words in that statement. And I can reference that with my body, as my body being the cross-reference that my body has a charge within itself when I have those words spoken, being liked, being enjoyed. So that's the point more. Not the rest that came before it, it's that. So then I look at, okay, what is within this? And then of course, the emotional point is, feeling hurt and feeling heartbroken. It's like a pain in my stomach. That's the emotional point. That's how it's like in my body as an emotion. And it's basically the point of not liking myself. I found that was the feeling. And so, as I progressed with an understanding what this is, I started asking myself, you know, what is this really? Because as I know with my process, within Walking Destiny, I process, there's always layers, and there's actually a deeper understanding there, always, until you actually get to the absolute core point, and you're like, okay, this is it. And then you can apply a solution, and the solution works. So I continued, of course, and I already recognize that fear of loss is a really, really common fear. And so I checked that, and it obviously was a fear of losing someone liking me, losing someone enjoying me. But really losing that point of fear of losing that enjoyment, losing that liking. And it's within that polarity of when you have a positive high, you fear losing it. So I already recognize that when someone likes me or enjoys me, I enter in a very high positive energetic state. And the feelings I feel are like I feel happy, I feel good, I feel liked, I feel like I like myself, I feel I enjoy life. So that's all this positive energy that starts building up like a kettle set on boil. And the kettle's boiling, it's like releasing all the steam, making high pitched sound. Kind of like that. You build a lot of pressure, and the pressure builds, and that is considered enjoyment. And so that's my experience, and that's what I accepted a lot through my whole entire life. And that's what I accepted a lot past 2 years, where this pattern that exists. And so basically after the high, I'll go into low, because that's how the design works within us, human beings, and within the mind. That when you have a positive energy, you fear losing it, and so that's how it exists in polarity. So I recognize those 2 points within me. And now there's something else I felt I didn't recognize yet, and which is the point of me actually liking someone else or disliking someone else. Where as long as I accept and allow myself to like another person or dislike another person, within that point, within energy, within either emotionally not liking a person, like ugh, disgusting, hate, anger, or liking a person, like happy, excited, that feeling, they're going to continue to give permission, that's going to continue to accept and allow the point of looking to be liked, looking for that, and as well as fearing not losing that, fear of losing not being liked, and all the energy. So I realized that as long as I accept any one of these 3 points that I'm talking about here, the other 2 are going to continue to exist. So I see it very much like a triangle formation where there's 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. Where as long as those 3 points exist, it's like, or any of those points exist, the whole design is going to continue. And so, I realized, okay, I have that design here, I understand what's going on, I see what I've been doing, I see how I've been existing as. I can see the diminishment in my life, I see the problems it's been causing my life, I see the instability. So, what's the solution? Like, how do I correct this? What do I live? And so I found, very clearly in the moment, really obvious, really, if you look at it, that it's simply to live the statement, I like myself. And I realized that as all of us, as humanity, as people, as within our minds, none of us are really living that statement, I like myself. And to really say that fully, 100%, absolutely. Where if someone comes to you and they say that they like you, that you don't actually change whatsoever within yourself because you already like yourself. Really, sincerely, absolutely. You like yourself. So if someone comes up to you and says they like you, you don't actually respond in any energetic way. You don't feel like you like yourself now. You don't feel like you enjoy life now. You don't feel these things anymore because you like yourself already. And so, of course, you don't enter into the fear of losing like yourself because you already have that. And of course, you don't enter into the point of liking other people or disliking other people because you can just simply choose to like everyone. And that's something stable. Like you like a person, you recognize who they are, you see them for who they are, the physical, living, everything, and you recognize, how they exist. They're a human being. They have a being. They have a mind. They have a body. You see them. It's not a point of disliking them for a few points they may have, or liking them for a few points they may have. You just like them, and it's kind of like an embracing in a way, you could say. And for me, that's just the solution I see. And that's going to take time to live and apply because I have to apply it in real time. I have to apply it in everyday life. I have to apply it from this day forth for the rest of my life. In any moment where any person likes me, enjoys me, that I continue living that statement, I like myself. And so I do not move when there's a positive point here, energy. I continue standing within the stability that I like myself. And as well, if someone doesn't like me, but for me, it seems to me, it starts with the positive energy of being liked. That's where the heart of it is. That's where it starts, the design. Not so much someone else comes up to me and says they don't like me, but of course that situation as well as applies. But for me, that's not really the challenge. That's not really, I guess, the fear. The fear is to lose someone liking me. That's the fear. And that's what I have to overcome. And what I have to overcome is the feelings of positive energy with someone liking me and enjoying me. And so within that, I actually can create my life from this point forward as a solution. Many doors open where I can meet people and enter into opportunities, even jobs and work environments, where I just stand, where I do not, I become deluded or clouded or moved or enter into a point of instability because someone expresses likingness for me. Whether it's true or not, whether it's a deception or not, it doesn't matter because the solution is to stand within the point. I like myself. And I actually found that, hitting within that point of feeling like I'm being liked by another person is already the point of liking myself. So it's like, that statement is within there already. I like myself. And so it's about, in a way, releasing that statement that's been trapped within the point of feeling like you're being liked by someone else. When it's really just you, it's part of you. All of what I'm talking about, all this design is within you. It really has nothing to do with the other person. The other person is just like an image that triggers you, just like you see in a screen. But everything else within you, your body, your systems within your body, it's all within you. It's contained within you. So yeah. So for me, of course, I'm going to continue with this process of looking at what scares me, what challenges me, at what is there else in life that I haven't, let's say, overcome yet, that I haven't faced yet. And so I have a path forward now. And I do sincerely enjoy this whole process of everything I did in my writing, in my living. I enjoy it. I enjoy having a fear, overcoming it, having a solution, and living it. It feels good in my body. I enjoy that experience of taking something that was a burden and releasing it, making myself lighter in a way. So my process is fun for me. And so as long as I continue growing, challenging, looking for that fear, looking for that challenge, I'll be good. So, yeah. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have no idea of what, how could being fairies facing fear be enjoyable, I suggest doing it within a solution where you actually bring it to a solution, because obviously if you always stay within a fear, it sucks because you're just within fear. But to actually overcome it, to actually have a solution, which I gave myself through understanding the mind, how it operates, through understanding and practicing tools for many years. Yeah, and then I was able to actually take myself and change myself, no matter really the situation. So far, I've been able to overcome every situation, every challenge, and every fear within myself. It's just about me moving and doing and learning about what I'm not, what I don't know yet. Not learning what I don't know. That's the same process here. So, yeah. Have fun with the process. Look at Destiny, look at the tools. It's all there for you to learn and apply. So, thank you very much. Bye.